What does it take to make an amazing space game? Intense battles, beautiful locations, an engaging story perhaps. For as long as we have existed, humanity has yearned to understand the mysteries of the universe, the cosmos, to know the unknowable. And very few games have made you feel small, insignificant in the grand scheme, yet full of wonder and curiosity. But one game has broken that code, and that game is No Man's Sky. Welcome back to the channel, travelers. I am your host of Alt Zero. Today we're going to be taking a look at No Man's Sky and why in the year 2025 this little indie game has become the king of space games and the perfect roleplay game for the in-space genre. You've heard the story a million times before. It started as an overly ambitious project, some would say, turned into a colossal flop. But this story isn't about how No Man's Sky started. Hello Games put their head down and they put 9 years of work. And now in 2025 this game is a masterpiece. But what makes it so great? We start with our character. When you boot up No Man's Sky for the first time, start your story for the first time, you awaken on a planet with no memory of how you got there, who you are, where you were going, or your purpose in this universe. Similar to how we start our journey in life, with no idea who we are or what our purpose is. We are a blank slate. The ability to imprint so uniquely in this game is something that most other games shy away from. Yeah, you have character creation in a lot of other games, but if you look at games like Skyrim, stuff like that, you can create your character from scratch, have them look exactly the way you want, have them look. But the story oftentimes is told for you to a degree. It's not like that in No Man's Sky. There's a loose framework of what the story is, but the thing that makes No Man's Sky so special is what we're going to get into. The idea that you are whoever you want to be. If you want to be a Korvax scientist, going from world to world, scanning all the fauna and flora that you discover, naming each one and collecting the nanites for your discoveries, you can do that. Perhaps you want to be a fearsome fleet commander, amassing a massive fleet, traveling the stars, plundering and taking what you want, and gaining infamy and riches. Who's to stop you? If you want to live out a quiet life on a planet, perhaps fishing, farming, enjoying the sights of barren and exotic worlds, it's an option. My point being that you can be anything you want to be in this game. Truly villainous, hilariously good, it does not matter. It is truly, the way I look at it, it is a way to live a second life. If you're like me and you're always wanted to travel the stars, always curious about what's out there, but in a cruel twist of fate, you're actually afraid of heights, and you know you'll never actually get to fly in a spaceship. You know you couldn't handle it. This game is a great alternative to satiate your curiosity. When it comes to character creation, you can choose from any number of the available races. The Gek, the Korvax, the Autophages, the Vikings. It's all completely up to you. That's not terribly unique. It's in most RPG games. However, what is unique, as I said, is the ability to really be whoever you want to be. There are consequences in the game for your actions, reputation and standing. There are sentinels that will come and enforce the rules of the universe, even if the universe's rules seems to be silly sometimes, such as you tampering with their resources on planets, minding your own business. collecting some cool looking rocks, and they say, nope, no sirree, Bob. Those are my rocks. One thing that has a lot of character in the No Man's Sky universe is the ways that you get around. Hello Games gives you so many ways to traverse the planets and the systems. Take the exocraft, for example. These are your buggies, your larger buggies, more like, I guess, tankers. You have a motorcycle of sorts. You have a mech. You have a submarine, all to traverse planets. One could argue these have been kind of made obsolete in the newest Voyagers update. However, if you're committed and you enjoy those gameplay with those vehicles, I would say they're still viable. And it really gives you a sense of player choice. And that is something that a lot of games nowadays, even in the role play genre, don't give you a lot of. They like to hold your hand, give you the illusion of choice, but keep you on rails, even if those rails are discrete. No Man's Sky doesn't do that, and it's a game. It's a reason that the game has set itself apart. There is a loose narrative to No Man's Sky. Uh, just lightly scratching the surface here. You're in a simulation. Spoiler alert. However, the simulation is failing, and these Sentinels are the enforcer of the simulation. Uh, but beyond that, there are tidbits of lore, and I'm normally a lore person. I normally play my games and love context and love playing games to understand, to get immersed in another game's universe. But No Man's Sky is truly an oddity. It's a game that, like I said, its narrative is not keeping you on rails. It's there if you're interested in it. But still, you can truly lose yourself in this universe, living the life that you always dreamed you could in the space genre, and not enough space games allow that. Like Starfield, for example. I was wrong about Starfield. Starfield came out around the time I got married, and I remember telling my wife how excited I was for it, and she sat and watched me play it when it came out, and she's like, "Oh, this game's like No Man's Sky, huh?" And I said, "Yeah, but in my opinion, it's better than No Man's Sky. Everything No Man's Sky does currently, I can do in Starfield, and Starfield does it better. Has better combat, has better story, has better ships, has got the shipbuilder. But man, the shipbuilder. Adding that in the Voyagers update for No Man's Sky, it changed my perspective. It really did. Because it is one of the cores of humanity to, as I said in the beginning, explore the unknown, to understand the mysteries of the universe. And by adding a shipbuilding in No Man's Sky, such a vast game, with so many mysteries, so many things in the mythos that are unspoken and untold, just sort of implied for the character to create headcanon with. Adding shipbuilding, in essence, added a mobile base and a tether for us players to really, really connect with the game and really imprint our characters even further. Because now I feel like I'm flying my home around the galaxy. I'm even more attached, I'm even more invested. And when you take a title like No Man's Sky, that is as massive as it is in terms of scope, not budget, not AAA, quality, in the traditional sense, but in the sense that I've put 400 hours into this game, and especially since I took a year and a half break. But even before that, I knew there was planets out there, biomes, fauna, anomalies, things that I just hadn't seen. And it's so rare to have a game especially a space game, because space games can be divisive. Some people love them, some people hate them. They're my absolute favorite genre game. But it's so rare to have a game where you can play that long and still there are things that you have not discovered and seen. To put it into perspective, I stopped playing right after Orbital. I played Orbital for about a month. And I'm like, okay, I'm taking a break from No Man's Sky. Can't tell you what I played. I can't even remember. For the last year and a half. Little mix of everything. But coming back, I have Worlds Part 2, Deeper Oceans, Gas Giants. All these things to look forward to, all to come back to. Fauna's had a bit of a rework. And now we have the ability to create really whatever kind of ship we want to make. I actually plan on my next video to be a tour of my frigate that I've made. It's actually based on the Remora from Star Wars The Bad Batch. I'm really excited to show that to you guys. And the final piece of the puzzle, the coup de grace, what No Man's Sky has on a lot of the other space genre games, is this multiplayer. It's an open sandbox for you to do whatever you want with your friends. And that is truly amazing, and it's truly unique in this day and age. It's a breath of fresh air to see. But guys, that's going to do it for me. If you guys enjoyed the video, learned anything, were entertained, make sure you smash that like button. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a ship tour for my Corvette coming up really soon. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you guys in the stars.